Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his wife Sophie are isolating themselves over concerns about COVID-19. In a press release on Thursday, the Prime Minister's office said Gregoire Trudeau has received a test for the new coronavirus after her symptoms emerged following a trip to the UK. While the Prime Minister has no symptoms, he will continue to self-isolate until the test results are back. U.S. President Donald Trump announced Wednesday he'll be suspending all travel from Europe to the States for the next 30 days, starting Friday at midnight. European Union officials reacted swiftly to the announcement, saying they weren't given warning.
The coronavirus is a global crisis, not limited to any continent, and it requires cooperation rather than unilateral action. The European Union disapproves of the fact that the U.S. decision to impose a travel ban was taken unilaterally and without consultation.
Travelers are also scrambling to get into the U.S. before the ban comes into effect.
It kind of ruined my travel plans. I arrived here yesterday, and so in 24 hours everything has changed pretty quickly. So unfortunately it's too hard to predict at this time, so it's better for me just to return home before I'm stuck in quarantine.
Bars and shops across Italy closed down Thursday, making the lockdown in the country even tighter. Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte made the announcement Wednesday that every shop would close. This is to fight the coronavirus contagion in the country. The only places that will stay open are essential businesses like supermarkets. The Sri Lankan government announced Thursday it will be shutting down all of its schools. The move is an effort to calm fears from students and parents after the country confirmed its first coronavirus case. The patient is a tour guide who had recently come into contact with a group of Italian tourists. The schools will close Thursday until the Sinhala and Tamil New Year holidays end on April 20th. Real Madrid have sent all of their soccer and basketball players home after one of the club's basketball players tested positive for the virus. This means all of the matches in Spain's top two divisions are being postponed for at least 2 weeks. After 2 Princess Cruise Line ships were hit with coronavirus cases, the company said Thursday it would stop operating its 18 cruise ships for 2 months. It said the suspension was out of an abundance of caution. 228 Canadians who were on board on the Grand Princess cruise ship, which had been held offshore of California after an outbreak on the ship, were flown back to Canada earlier this week and are currently under quarantine at CFB Trenton. So far, one of those Canadian passengers has tested positive for the virus.